And what does Ruffy do well?
He does well striking, so he has a good right hand, left hook, kicks okay, and spinning kick very well, but like mostly it's a right straight hand.
He earlier had said that his wrestling isn't as elite as yours, but that his wrestling defense is, that he thinks he can stop the takedown. Is that something that you see?
I mean, he can stop me my first takedown, second takedown, but what about if I'm gonna shoot 25 minutes, how he's gonna stop?
And Arman, this match, while being a co-main event, has been elevated to a potential 5 rounds. What was that discussion like, and do you agree that it should be 5 rounds?
It should be 5 rounds because it's a co-main event, big card, and contender #1. That's why it's 5 rounds, and for me it's good, you know, before the title fight, just to do a good warm-up, you know.
And Arman, your weight class has changed a little bit from the last time you were #1 contender. Islam Makhachev has left. Justin Gaethje has taken it over. Ilia Topuria has been rather quiet. Where do you think that division is going to go? Who do you see as the top guys?
I mean, there's a lot of top guys, you know, me, Oliveira, Steele, Paddy Pimlet,
Do you see Max Holloway as one of the top
Holloway,
guys?
yeah, Max Holloway is tough as well. But if I beat Ruffy, when I beat Ruffy, I'm going to fight for the title, and then I can pick who I want to fight.
Okay. Well, and speaking of that, so that would be Justin Gaethje. As long as Justin Gaethje sits out, is that what you're hearing? Is Gaethje going to have a match, and then you and the winner of Ruffy takes on the winner of that match, or does Justin wait for the winner of you and Ruffy?
No, Justin is waiting for the winner, us or like Petty fighting with somebody in November.
Okay.
So, and then they're gonna figure out who's gonna fight for the title.
Isn't Ruffy the right opponent for you for right now?
Oliveira is more better than Ruffy.
Dangerous.
No, opposite. Ruffy is more dangerous.
Yes.
He has powerful hands, but like Oliveira, he has only grappling. He cannot knock me out. He cannot choke me. So there is no chances to Oliveira beat me.
To go back to the fact that it is 5 rounds, are you going to need all 5 rounds? Is this an opponent that you're going to finish, do you see, or do you think you're going to get to 25 minutes?
I don't need 25 minutes. I'm going there and make it job easy and quick. So because my dad he's at home and he doesn't wanna. I don't want him to be nervous, you know, so long. I want to make it as soon as possible and quick.
Arman, can you beat Mauricio Ruffy?
Yes.
Are you going to beat Mauricio Ruffy?
Yes.
Are you the rightful #1 contender?
Yes.
Are you going to be announced the #1 contender?
Already #1 contender.
What are those dangers? What are you up against in your path to get to that title shot?
Como a gente fala no Brasil.
A tough fighter, very good striker, highest level wrestling, a good finisher as well, but I'm not worried about what he brings to the table. I'm never worried about, I'm trained thinking of what he brings. I'm worried about what I bring to the table. I go into a fight, and everybody knows that's what I fight for, that's how I fight. I go into that octagon thinking the same thing. I know I have to defend those takedowns and knock people out. I once, won a fight by a decision, and it was extremely disappointing to go home because I train to finish fights, to do things, to get things done. When if he steps into an octagon, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get somebody who wants to finish that fight and wants to get done. And we like to say in Brazil, those who are able to do more cry less.
The tension between Arman Tsarukyan and Mauricio Ruffy is starting to build. And Ruffy just made it clear that he isn't intimidated by one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the lightweight division. When Ruffy was asked about the threat Arman brings into this fight, he gave Tsarukyan his respect. He admitted that Arman has elite wrestling, dangerous striking, strong submissions, and even called him potentially the toughest challenge in the entire division.
All right, coach. They're both against me because they want me to lose. I was doing it when we were together. It was 3.3. And like somehow, and when here he did 4.0. Go.
Arman Tsarukyan has begun training alongside Khamzat Chimaev as he prepares for his massive UFC 331 bout against Mauricio Ruffy.
Money, bro. I'm broke, bro.
Coach, tell him money is not everything. I told him like, bring the normal cars here and he comes Ferrari, Lamborghini, and these things.
Coach.
What'd you drive today?
Today is the.
We need him make humble, coach.
Well, today
I'm broke.
Today you're broke?
Yeah.
When you do fight, you don't do side quests. It's all fight.
Yeah.
All for the fight. The whole camp is preparation for fight.
Yeah.
No side quests.
No way.
Right.
I mean, I live for MMA, bro. Like,
I get you.
yeah. So, and you cannot compete in MMA if you're gonna do side.
The stakes are massive for both fighters. Arman Tsarukyan, the one lightweight contender, knows a win over Rafael Ruffy dos Santos guarantees his next title shot against Justin Gaethje and comes with a solid payday. He already earned a title shot in many fans' eyes after submitting Dan Hooker at UFC Qatar, yet the UFC still wants one more victory, a slight sting that Tsarukyan is handling professionally. For Ruffy, this is the chance most fighters only dream of: defeat the top contender and leap straight to a championship bout. Both men are fighting for their futures, and that's what makes this co-main event so compelling.
I've never been sold on Ruffy. I'm pretty sure he's every bit of 30, so easy on the prospect stuff. He doesn't have a lot of great wins. I think BSD kind of exposed the blueprint when it comes to him. His fight at the White House was basically just a hit job. They set him up with every bit of 40-year-old Michael Chandler. So he got that rub. I just don't see how he gets past Arman Tsarukyan. I think Arman finishes him under 3. Now, it's MMA, so Ruffy could land a flying knee, some big shot, But outside that first round, Ruffy's going to get ragdolled. It's their strength of schedule and fighters that they've beat to get to this point. It's not even remote.
Arman Tsarukyan has kept his competitive edge sharp between fights, actively competing in wrestling and submission grappling events. Now, however, his full attention returns to the cage, focused solely on chasing that lightweight belt. A compelling personal angle emerges. Arman has mentioned that his father gets nervous watching his fights. To spare his dad the stress of a long battle, Tsarukyan aims to finish Ruffy as quickly as possible. Arman Tsarukyan stated, "I don't need 25 minutes and want to get the job done fast." For Ruffy, that sentiment is both heartwarming and genuinely terrifying.
Can you beat Mauricio Ruffy?
Yes,
Are you going to beat Mauricio Ruffy?
yes.
And what does Ruffy do well?
He does well striking, so he has a good right hand, left hook, kicks okay, and spinning kick very well, but like mostly it's a right straight hand. I mean, he can stop me my first takedown, second takedown, but what about if I'm gonna shoot 25 minutes, how he's gonna stop? It should be 5 rounds because it's a co-main event, big card, and contender number 1. I don't need 25 minutes. I'm going there and make it job easy and quick. I want to make it as soon as possible.
Michael Bisping offered a razor-sharp breakdown of this matchup. The former middleweight champion explained exactly why Chandler struggled against Ruffy and cautioned Tsarukyan against repeating the same error. Chandler launched straight into takedown attempts without establishing punches first, allowing Ruffy to dismantle him. Bisping likened that to Mackenzie Dern's strategy at UFC 330, where she used striking to set up grappling while defending her strawweight title against Gillian Robertson. The takeaway is clear. Arman must punch his way into takedowns rather than shooting from the outside against a taller, longer opponent like Ruffy.
His well-roundedness will get him done, but it's a very big test.
If the fight stays on the feet,
Yeah.
Arman gets knocked the fuck out. No, he does. He does. I'm telling you right now.
Ruffy is approaching this build-up with notable maturity. He isn't resorting to trash talk or bold predictions. He admits that Arman Tsarukyan is likely the toughest challenger in the lightweight division, and that the wrestling will be a serious test. Yet he remains confident in his preparation, especially the time he spent training in Thailand after the Chandler fight will speak for itself.
I think he's overrated, man. But what I was saying is I've never been sold on Ruffy. I'm pretty sure he's every bit of 30, so easy on the prospect stuff. He doesn't have a lot of great wins. I think BSD kind of exposed the blueprint when it comes to him. His fight at the White House was basically just a hit job. You know, they set him up with every bit of 40-year-old Michael Chandler. So he got that rub. I just don't see how he gets past Arman Tsarukyan. I think Arman finishes him under 3. Now, it's MMA, so Ruffy could land a flying knee, some big shot, you know. But outside that first round, Ruffy's going to get ragdolled.
Now, Paddy Pimblett also decided to weigh in on this conversation. After securing a quick victory over Benoit Saint-Denis in the co-main event of the July Holloway vs. McGregor card, Paddy stated he would absolutely terrorize both Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria if they ever fought. He claims he has zero respect for Arman Tsarukyan, calling him a rich kid living off daddy's money and supposedly eating $2,000 caviar for breakfast. Despite their years-long beef, Paddy respects Ilia Topuria, but offers no such respect to Arman Tsarukyan.
If I fight Ilia or Arman, I'm on an absolutely rinse their lives. I'm just gonna absolutely terrorise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if I fight like Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
Yeah.
Like, I respect, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilia, but we've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him shit. But Arman, I don't.
That's a phenomenal, bro. He calls people sausages. It's the best fucking thing in the world. I'm telling you.
Arman Tsarukyan, I've got no respect for at all. He's just a rich kid. He's like, daddy's $1 million.
Ilia Topuria, the former 2-division champion, remains sidelined after his belt was taken by Justin Gaethje in that shocking upset at UFC White House. Arman Tsarukyan suggested that Michael Chandler would be a suitable comeback opponent for Topuria, framing it as an easy matchup. A subtle but pointed dig.
There's a couple of names, obviously. We don't know where they're going to be matched up. One's coming off of a loss, one's coming off of a win. We'll start with Paddy Pimblett. Let me get your thoughts on him and where you think he ends up next.
I think he's probably fight with somebody who was probably with Max Holloway, maybe in November, and then fight for the title.
And then Ilia Topuria, where do we see him next?
I think Ilia Topuria fight with somebody like a Chandler. He fights with a Chandler and then fight for the title again.
Down the line, I know you're focused on the title, solely on the title, but if you had to pick one of the two to fight between Paddy or Ilia, who would you go with?
Ilia.
For sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Just I want that fight more than with Paddy.
The lightweight division is stacked with Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, Paddy Pimblett, and Ilia Topuria all waiting in the wings. But Arman Tsarukyan has a single focus: defeat Rafael Ruffy, Dos Santos, capture the title, and then choose his own challengers from the champion's throne. In this matchup, Tsarukyan's wrestling will be the decisive factor if he blends it with his striking, and he can likely secure the victory inside 3 rounds. Yet Ruffy's knockout power makes every stand-up exchange truly dangerous.